need to like try and hide my armpits because they need a shave. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I am kind of doing a homemade mukbang. I have made myself some vegan chicken nuggets. I don't know if they're vegan actually, they might be vegetarian. And I've got these toaster waffle things. I don't know if you guys will have seen these, but you just put them in the toaster and they're cooked in like 5 minutes. And I've got some Nando's chili jam and some ketchup. But yeah, I'm just going to do a Q&A with you guys and update you on some questions that you've asked me recently. And yeah, just have a chat, I guess. I've just started doing this hack that I saw on TikTok, and basically I only wash like this part of my hair within the week, like when I can't be bothered to wash everything, and it's the best thing I've ever done. Like honestly, my hair is so greasy right now, and I just washed the front bits and I'm just ready to go. I look made up and just ready. So if any of you guys are debating doing that, it's definitely worth it. So 10 out of 10 recommend. I'm so pale right now. I feel so like insecure when I'm pale. There's something about it. I think it's as well because my my patches, like I think they accentuate how pale I am. Especially on camera, because I guess what cameras do is they kind of like pick up contrast. So like I really notice it when I'm filming on my iPhone camera, to be fair. It just makes the contrast between like my skin and the pale bits like so much bigger. So then I just look 10 times paler than I am, and that's my theory anyway. Maybe I am just super pasty, but I've screenshotted some questions. And so the first question is quite a juicy one. It is, are you seeing anyone romantically? Also love your page, you're so great, thank you. So am I seeing anyone romantically? I get this question all the time. And I think because my last relationship was so public, I kind of like to keep my love life very private now. I think with my last relationship I kind of realised that people, they get really invested in your relationship, and like you just do, don't you? It's the same as with like anyone that's, you know, got a profile, like even like Kim Kardashian, you get invested in her relationship, and you just like kind of want to know what's going on, and it's just human nature. And I realised that it's not always the healthiest dynamic for the people in the relationship, because, you know, I mean, if anything does go wrong and you've not posted them for a little while, everyone's asking, and it's just constant DMs like reminding you about stuff. It's just like not the most ideal situation. So I kind of made a pledge to myself that at least for now and the indefinite amount of time in future, I just want to keep that private. But I will say that we are very, very long distance. We're just both very busy people, both got our own things going on, so it's just, it's a completely different dynamic, and I don't want to give away too much. I know people are probably going to go looking for him, start doing their detective work and be like, I found him. So how are you doing single, living by yourself? I'm recently single and struggle a little. Okay, so obviously I'm not necessarily single, but I do pretty much like I'm on my own most of the time. I think like it can be difficult. I think living alone is just a completely different dynamic to living with someone. I think when you live with someone or someone else, even if it's a friend, you kind of cherish your alone time, whereas when you live on your own, you cherish the time with people. So it's just the like complete opposite. And for me, like I've become a lot more introverted as I've grown up. I don't know why. I think I'm not the most social being. I don't really go out too much and see friends that much. I'm not as much of a social butterfly as other people. I think learning to just enjoy your own company and your own routines. And you know, I think routines are so important. Like even just having like a bedtime routine. Maybe you want to do a skincare routine, maybe have like a day where you have like a bath every week. I find that cooking different types of meals has really helped, because you just, what I do is I put on like some proper like jazzy music, and I do the typical like film scene kind of thing and I just put on some jazz like nice and loud, and I just kind of dance while I'm making my food. It's cool. But even things like, just do things different with your cooking, like try out making some brownies from scratch or some rocky road. Me is just keeping myself busy with like DIY. So home improvements I just love. I'm constantly trying to do some home improvements or make something for my home. Another thing is hobbies. So I have a piano which I like to practice in my own time, and that's something that maybe you could have a hobby in anything, like maybe even just like a reading hobby, or just having those kind of like things that you do. But yeah, I think getting out the house as well is quite important. So so even though I have an office at home, going to the actual office is really important for me. As much as like I hate being there all day, by the time the day is over you really appreciate coming home and having your own space. So yeah, I think the main thing is you need to keep yourself busy, doing things for you. And yeah. Did your hair ever grow back? Because I remember you said it was thinning. Yes, so because of the medication I'm taking for my skin, my hair started thinning loads. Like I think I'll be able to find a picture. I'll put one on the screen if I can find one. But yeah, there was a time where I had upped my dose on my medication and my hair was literally thinning so much, and I was getting so scared. I mean, no lady wants to lose their hair. And I was just terrified that it was all gonna just fall out and become really thin. And I feel like my thing had been having thick hair like my whole life. So it was really like, I was really quite stressed about it. But luckily my body just kind of adjusted to my new dose, and it was honestly fine. It's just like now I think it's just fine. I don't even remember there being like a period where I felt like it was growing back. I swear, like one day I just realised like it doesn't look shit anymore. So I don't know what happened there, but it is fine now. Thank you for asking. How to start social media and do it as your normal job. Oh, people ask me this all the time, and I think it's really difficult to answer, because I feel like I got lucky. And I don't want to speak about it as if I'm some like pro and I know what I'm doing and I did everything right, because I know that there are so many people out there just grafting, and you know, it can be frustrating if you are putting all this effort into social media and it doesn't grow. I think, like, I mean, everyone says this, but consistency, you just have a bigger chance of like, you know, blowing up if you are putting more content out there. Consistency, quality of content, you know, I mean, trying to make pictures clean or aesthetic, or trying to, you know, that kind of stuff. I think it's difficult. To be fair, I would probably say at the moment TikTok, just because it's the best opportunity to blow up. I think Instagram's a bit harder, and also YouTube. YouTube is good because if you make a good video, it'll probably do well. But yeah, sorry, I feel like I'm not really a pro on that. How is the house buying situation going? So I don't know if you guys will know, but I have mentioned this on my story a few times, and I have been hunting for a little investment property. I'm just like a little doer-upper, and I actually went to an auction the other day, and it was crazy, like so weird. I was just sat in this auction. I actually had to sit for like, I think I was in there for like 2 hours before the property came up. that I was bidding on, and unfortunately I didn't win, but I am still on the hunt, so hopefully soon I can find something that is within budget. And yeah, and in a way I feel like I'm kind of glad, because I've got so much going on with this apartment that it would be so crazy like renovating 2 places at once. Have you had any body work done, and would you? So body work, I think like when I was really, oh my god, it's so spicy. Completely forgotten to answer the first question. No, I don't have any body work done right now. But in future, like, who knows? I mean, I have days like where I hate my arms. So I have this thing about my arms where I have this, like, I have really hairy armpits, I don't want to. But yeah, I have like this area on my arms here, which I'm so self-conscious about. And I think it's worse when I'm pale. Like, I get really self-conscious of it when I'm pale. I don't know why. I think because people always tell me that that they're like just normal, and I think it's just an area of my body that I'm really like dysmorphic about. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like everyone has their insecurities, but yeah, mine is definitely my arms. And I have days like these days where I'm just like, I just want my arms lipoed. But I don't know if I would ever have body surgery in future. It's a big surgery, having body surgery. And it's the kind of thing where, like, you know, I'd be really scared of regretting it, because it's completely different to having like filler in your face. Like, once you've had body surgery, like, you can't really go back. So I would be very scared about that. And yeah, I'd be quite scared. I think the thing I'd be most open to is like probably lipo in my arms. But that's probably as far as I would go. Or if, I don't know, if I ever started to sag somewhere when I was older, maybe I would have a tuck or a lift. Like, I don't know, you can't really say, can you? But yeah, so this question kind of leads into what I was just talking about. So do you ever struggle with some sort of body dysmorphia? Oh, when being into the gym. So okay, body dysmorphia. I think, like, we are all human, and we probably are all going to have some type of body dysmorphia at some point in our life. I feel like in this kind of modern day, we are so self-critical, and there is so much pressure on just being perfect. We're all our own worst enemies, you know? Like, we are so critical of ourselves, and we pick out things that people wouldn't necessarily notice. Like, I remember I went to get some Botox the other day, and I said to the Botox man, I was like, I need this eyebrow to stop going up when I talk. And because this eyebrow goes like proper straight when I talk, just this one. And he was just like, I would never have even noticed that, but yeah, sure, we'll work on it. And it just kind of makes you realize, like, the things that you pick out about yourself, like, most people would never even like look and think that unless it's like you pointed it out. So I think it's a weird one, because everyone struggles from body dysmorphia in some way, and you just have to remind yourself that, you know, most of these things that people would never notice, like my arms, like, people always tell me my arms are normal, and I just have this weird thing about them that I don't like them, and I don't like having them out. And yeah, so yes, I have definitely suffered with body dysmorphia, and I think both when I was training and when I'm not training. I think it's just a part of, you know, humans in this modern day. I think there's just so much pressure. Men and women experience it. I think sometimes men experience it really badly, especially when it comes to like being big and not skinny. But yes, so to answer your question, yes, I have. So the last question is a nice one. It's quite a nice one to end on. And it is, what makes you happy in general? So I think what makes me happy in general, I think I really appreciate like the little things. I love the little things in life, like when you wake up and you get to have your morning coffee, or you wake up and the sun is shining, or someone does something kind to you for no reason, or just the little things, you know. Yeah, like making stuff, just like day-to-day like encounters. Oh my god, I'm like completely stuck. Do you guys ever get that? Like, do you get stuck in a stair and you just like can't come out of it? But yeah, I hope you guys have a, oh my god, no, all good. That is like one of my biggest fears, having something in my teeth, but all good. But yeah, I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your weekend. You might have noticed I have been posting quite frequently every Sunday at the moment, so yeah, I'm hoping to keep it up, but we'll see. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.